It's been called the bloodiest period in Nicaragua since the end of its civil war in 1990. A wave of anti-government protests that started in April has left more than 300 people dead. This is the sweatshirt Nicolas Lopez's son was wearing when he was killed during a protest.
That was his job, to go out and sell and work like all Nicaraguans. I was told that he was shot here in this area.
University students have been leading the movement. What started as student demonstrations against a pension tax escalated into a national struggle against corruption, with hundreds of thousands demanding justice for those killed by government forces. Protesters also want President Daniel Ortega to hand in his letter of resignation. But with the support of his base, President Ortega has rejected calls for early elections. He blames the crisis on criminal groups and opposition parties.
Those places they say are for civic protest, for peaceful protest, have become torture centers, terrorism centers, fueling hatred. Criminals and murderers committed these crimes.
The country is one of the poorest in Central America, with almost half of the population living below the poverty line. And the current unrest has already cost Nicaragua hundreds of millions of dollars. The Catholic Church is acting as the mediator between the government and protesters. So far, their negotiations haven't been successful. But with protests planned later this week, Ortega seems unwilling to budge, and that means more violence can be expected. Alexi Noel, TRT World.